Hey guys, welcome back to BachMakers, your favorite show that recaps all things Bachelor Nation. Before we continue with this episode, we're going to ask you very nicely, Michael, please deliver the news.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And share.
In that order, or reverse the order. It doesn't matter to us. Just do those things. Helps us. Enjoy this episode. We'll see you in the episode. Just keep watching. All right.
I'm up.
He's stuck.
And hello, hi, how are you? Welcome back to BachMakers presented by Good Time Media. I'm Wyatt. That's Michael. That's Lizzie. Joey's season is here. We have a brand new season 28 of The Bachelor. We have new content to react to. We have new ladies that are in our lives now. And we have some teams that are more together than others. We have some teams that are just holding on after only 1 week. Some teams are fully intact. And we're going to start with this. Michael, I guess you're in the lead. So
Yeah.
full scoreboard. And we'll put everything up on the screen. After week 1,
Right there.
Michael is at 17 points. Team Bailey's Babes. Team Wise Gals is at 16.5, right on your tail. Team Lizzie is coming in at 9 points. And the undrafteds, who are just kind of in a land of their own, coming in at 6 points. Michael, Bailey's Babes, what would you like to say about your team?
It's crazy that, like, now looking back at the scoreboard and, like, how we're doing points, the first, like, 3, 4, like, the depth of the team really means so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't really think about that because, like, when we had 5 last season, it was still anybody's game going up until... But now it could be like something where somebody has one person left, and it's like, even if they win it all and get the fucking final rose, they could
Too little, too late.
They could still, like, lose by a fuck ton because there's just yeah. So that's my thoughts that I was going in my head about my team. Yeah, little recap: we put up 17. Great job. I want to give a shout out to the MVP of the week in Leia, Princess Leia. My girl, my princess Leia, getting that group date rose in a sense. First impression, that's a dub. She made the right move, fucking burning the thing.
Yep.
And I do want to shout out Lainey. You got 0 points, so you can go back home to Philly and try to sell some houses, but nobody's gonna buy any from you because you put up 0 points. You can't give it a actually. Okay, you know what? Sorry. I feel bad. I feel bad for you. Hit my line.
Stop.
Hit my line. But I do want to talk about Jess. We'll get to Jess later. But
yeah,
if I knew she had it, all I'm saying is if I knew, I'm not gonna defend her just because she's on my team, right? Because I'm not that type of guy. I let the players play.
I will be doing that, by the way.
I know you will.
Yeah.
But I would not have drafted her if I knew she had a Southern accent. You know that. You guys both know that.
Yeah. I love a Southern accent. I would have. If I knew, I would have drafted her.
I was like, oh, she's a San Diego girl. And then she starts talking all, like, Southern-y. And I'm like, oh, no.
Southern-y.
Oh, no.
This is when he knew he fucked up.
Trouble. I knew she was trouble when she walked in.
That's...
like that one Travis Kelce song. I mean...
Yeah. Travis Kelce song. Your team, I will say, put up good numbers in the kiss category. You had 4 kisses, 4 on-screen kiss.
But it's only
crazy.
It's only the first week though, and like kisses don't mean that much. I feel like early on, they really don't.
Because 4 kisses equals 1 rose.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want kisses. I want people alive. I want stamina.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and that's where that'll segue into my team, which only 1 kiss, which I was a little worried about. Jen on my team got the only kiss for the Wise Gals, and I'm the only team that can say this, the Wise Gals are still intact. All 8 of them still alive, still fighting, live to see another day, survive in advance. And I am so proud of this group of gals. They bonded together. They said, hey, we got to win one for Wyatt. We saw his performance last season. We can't let it happen again. And they said, we're going to fight on. I want to give a shout out to Evelyn for somehow, some way still getting a rose. I thought it was over. I thought she was going home. I'll say this now. I'll be shocked if she gets me any more points. I really will. I'll take the 2. and I'm happy with it. Good job, Evelyn. My MVP, you see, points wise, I should give it to Jen. I'm gonna give it to Autumn because I really think she put her foot in the ground and she said, "I'm captain of this team. Lead by example. Follow my charge." And we're gonna follow. We're gonna follow her until the end of the road. Autumn is leading the charge for this team. She is the captain of this team. She took charge, and I'm very proud of the team's effort this week. So, really, no complaints. I was worried there towards the end, but keeping everybody's huge. Everyone lives to see another day. So, very, very happy with the Wise Gals this week. And Lizzie, what would you like to say about your team?
Should your team, since you don't have a name, should it just be Team Daisy?
You might be.
You know, honestly, that might be a good idea.
All right, let's make the change. Team Daisy.
No, okay, so considering we drafted these completely blind, I'm not mad.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you a little mad?
Am I a little disappointed? Maybe.
50%?
Yes, actually, I am disappointed. But I'm holding out hope.
So I'll ask you this. Is there a path? Is there a path that you still win this thing? Or is it, I'm trying to get second place?
Maybe. I don't know.
I can see it. You ride the back of Daisy, hope Lauren makes a run.
I feel like Rachel has a good shot.
I think you'll need some help. You're not eliminated, but you need some help.
No, I'm gonna need some help. Yeah, for sure.
I do want to give us all a shout out though, because again, we base these draft picks off absolutely nothing, and the undrafteds are the ones who got eliminated the most. So we did a great job drafting. Yes, Michael.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that if you were keeping track of how many of the 8 undrafteds were still alive.
Yes. So I have the undrafteds. I'm treating them like their own team because, again, I kind of feel bad. Some of them are friends of the program.
Tough.
They have a total of 6 points. There were no smooches on the undrafted teams. But Medina, Edwina, and Erica are still alive for the undrafteds. So
those are a solid 3 people. They
Erica scares me.
Erica is scary. I said that during the draft too. I was like, I don't know why. I'm gonna regret not drafting her.
Yes.
If she wins and we all lose,
we gotta wear those shirts.
I'll wear it with pride. I'll be like, you know what? I kind of called it.
If an undrafted ever wins in the history of this show, they will immediately become the number 1 BachMaker because we're just gonna rep them the whole time, and I'll tip my cap and say respect to you. Well done.
But they would still have 100% right to not like us. 100%.
Oh, 100%. If you went undrafted and you're like, fuck these guys and Lizzie,
that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
It's totally fine. So fair. We're like, yeah,
I'll be fine with it, honestly.
Yeah, it's like, all right, cool. Fine. And as we have the right, if you're kind of annoying on the show, we might call you out on it. Unless you're on my team, I won't call you out on it. I'll say she has every right to be annoying, but we'll see. It goes both ways. Michael will. Lizzie, before we get into our recap, anything you want to say to our team heading into next week? Any motivation you want to give?
Just don't get eliminated, please.
Come on, Daisy. Come on, Daisy.
Please, Daisy, I'm rooting for you so hard right now. Please.
Awesome. All right, we're going to get into... Sorry, I feel weird giving Lizzie the boot. Sorry about that. But let's get into... we'll start with the segments. Last season, it was the Golden Grannies of the week. We're going to switch it into Michael. Would you like to introduce this one?
Joey's Jawn of the week.
Yes, Joey's Jawn of the week.
Joey's Jawn of the week.
Unfortunately, is going to have to stay. And I think there's a few people we could go here. You mentioned it earlier. Your MVP, Princess Leia.
Yep.
She's probably up there. Daisy, who we expected. We expected there. Leia. But I think I'll give my Jawn of the week to Leia. I think she's okay. And let's just talk about the card. First of all, what dumbass producer thought this was a good idea? Because I would argue this is good for... This gives Princess Leia a upper hand no matter what. Yeah. Because A, she could keep it, be a villain, stay on for a while, and get a one-on-one somehow. Or B, she looks like the hero this episode throws the card away and says, "I'm a girl's girl,"
Yep.
and Joey's like, "I love that."
The only thing I was thinking about this because I agree with you. It's a win-win scenario for Leia, but it is. I can't even imagine like what was going through her head when she first read that. I mean, she did start crying. Like that is so messed up. That is so messed up. They're trying to make it like Survivor and like some like I honestly I don't even watch Survivor. Don't really know how that works, but it's like some kind of a stealing or whatever, and they're trying to add something new. Look, producers, didn't work. You didn't fool us. All right, that was stupid. And I think it would have been hilarious, though. Would have been hilarious if Joey set her home night 1. And so she couldn't even use it.
I was thinking this. What if she went home night 1 and then she still got to use it? Like right before. She's like, I'm back. I'm stealing this one-on-one.
She pulled an Aaron B and flew in.
Guess what? I'm back. I know you sent me home night 1, but I'm here to steal my one-on-one.
You should have killed me when you had the chance, because now I'm back. And I
have the high ground.
Yeah, that's yeah, but crazy thing, and thank you for tipping your hat to Leia on my team. I'm gonna tip my Joey Jawn of the week, even though I normally would go Leia, but she's the team MVP, so I'm gonna go somewhere else here. I'm gonna give it to Jen. I think she had the go-karting thing. Also, I was thinking about this when we were watching. Does she have to pay for that? Like, who pays for the rental of the go-karting?
ABC says, "Hey, do this.
So
do what you want."
She can just be like, "Hey, I want to like rent go-karts. Pay that for me." Like, how does that?
Be like, "Hey, I want to give Joey a lot of money, but split it. So maybe give him $2,000, give me $2,000, and I think that'd be a good first impression."
I mean, yeah, I thought that was. I still think about like how some people's first impressions are so extravagant, and then some people just make a stupid pun and think like, "Oh, that's gonna work."
Yeah. Which, speaking of puns,
they're great.
I want to shout out me for totally calling Autumn's entrance. Most likely to make a joke about her name when she comes out of the limo. So what I'm expecting from her, she's gonna come out and she'll be like, "My name's Autumn, but you're the one who's gonna be falling for me," or something.
Okay, so I'm a firm believer that someone's favorite season says a lot about them, so I gotta know what your favorite season is.
I would say spring or summer. I like.
That's just okay. That's a layup, dude. That's a layup. That's a fucking layup.
I mean, give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But like, honestly, it was El Riz because he was like,
"Don't say El Riz casually, not as a bit. Don't say that."
No, I'm saying El Riz.
You're not allowed to do. You can't. No,
I'm not allowed. I'm talking. No. So she was like, "What's your favorite season?" And Joey's just like, "I like spring and summer when it's hot out. Even though like spring and fall kind of the same temperature. Spring, I guess, a little bit hotter in a sense." And then she's like, "Well, you might fall in love with autumn." And I was just like, cool, and you're hot, so it works. But like, if you're not
able
hot,
to rebound,
if you're not hot,
rebound from that
shit doesn't work. That shit doesn't work. That is, if my name's Winter and I try that, like that doesn't work. That doesn't work like a blonde bombshell like Autumn. So
we talked about it in Paradise. Pretty privilege. It's a real thing. You can get away with a lot. Which again, I love Autumn, friend of the program. She is supporting me as I support her as her coach, and I appreciate it. So Autumn, keep up the good work. Lead from the front. Let's hop into Cringe of the Week. What do you ever raise your hand?
I was just gonna talk about like more first impressions about going.
Let's do Cringe of the Week first. We can figure out a better way. Maybe save Cringe of the Week and Joey's Jawn to the end.
No, we can
moving forward.
No, let's do it right now.
Okay, Cringe of the Week. I would say there's 2 front runners. I will give mine to.
Wait, you went first.
There's one.
You went first for the other.
You're right. You take because I was gonna go one that's not on your. Or I guess Mike. You go. Just go.
I want to get out of the way.
All right.
My Cringe of the Week is Jess. Period. It's Jess, and I'm disappointed. It's like a disappointed father. The cringiness, not of just being kind of like so like, Joey, pick me, Joey, pick me. Not just that, the whole stealing someone's time is so messed up, especially night one. And the most cringy part of it is when you're just standing back there like,
took him, you kissed him, told everyone about it, and then you want to steal him from me? Girl, like...
Because they obviously can't have like a normal conversation because they obviously see you in the peripheral and they're just like, let's wrap this up because she's awkwardly standing there. Like, that's cringe. Yeah. It's cringe. No matter what happens. And to be the first one, it's extra cringy. So,
yeah, finding a way to be the villain in episode 1 is really hard to do. It's very difficult, but she made it look easy. So props to her, I guess. She did a hell of a job there. I was worried that my girl, my wise gal, Taylor, was going to get involved there. I still am because, again, we get docked points for snitching. Taylor, I'm telling you, don't snitch. Don't be a snitcher. Don't be the one. I can see it now. Episode 2 or 3, maybe next week, Taylor's going to be, hey, Joey, just so you know, Jess is doing this stuff. Don't name drop. Stay in your lane. I believe in you, Taylor. Just stay in your lane. My cringe of the week, I'm going to go ahead and give it to the sisters. The sisters, their storyline could have gone a lot of ways. They did have a very funny moment. At the very end, I did enjoy the, like, the once who got the first rose, Lauren or Allison? The younger one. Right?
Allison.
Younger. Allison did?
Yeah, younger
yes,
one.
Allison got the first rose, and then Lauren was like, "You got the first rose. Go fuck yourself." I was like, "That's the most sibling thing ever." So I appreciate funny moments like that, but them announcing to everyone that they were sisters, no one really gave a shit. Everyone said that's okay, that's weird. And then they both admitted they're like, "This isn't the first time we've dated the same guy."
Yeah,
and they glossed over that. I was like, "Wait a second, that's weird."
We are sisters. How are you guys gonna fight over a man? I just gotta know. How's it gonna go? Is this your first time dating the same guy? Not really. We have in the past, like overlap, but nothing like weird. Okay.
That's
a little weird. Like, we've crossed paths a few times, and then they both sat next to Joey, and he was really uncomfortable during that moment. The whole sister thing got played off as a little cringy to me. Didn't like it. But yeah, they get my cringe of the week.
I'm definitely regretting to an extent drafting a sister, but I do think if any sister I drafted correctly, and I'll stand by that. The younger sister, one, hotter for sure. Older sister, I feel like is more of a, I don't know. She kind of speaks her mind, which I respect. She's got that like energy where she's just no nonsense. But at the same time, I feel like she, at least it's being edited this way. I don't know if it's mutual, but she's kind of pushing the sister drama and like, oh, my younger sister, really seems like she isn't saying like that much. And she's kind of just there. But
it feels like, who's the older sister again? That's not on your team?
Lauren.
It feels like Lauren was a fan of the show and nominated, because didn't she nominate her younger sister?
I think they nominated both. Like she nominated herself and her sister at the same time, which is
okay, because
kind of genius.
Yeah. So my theory was she nominated her younger sister. She's a fan of the show, and then kind of wedged her way in. So she understands, hey, this sister storyline's gonna play. Yeah. So let's just keep it rolling. Let's keep playing the sister card as long as we can. That'd be my guess, but I don't see any. I think you're right. You did draft the sister that has the better chance, which I still don't see either going very far, but we'll see. Let's go ahead.
I was putting myself in, like, if I'm in Joey's shoes in that situation, I feel like you either gotta send one home super early and like say like I'm going after this one, like not super early, but like super first 2 weeks, 3 weeks max, right? Or you got to send them both home, same rose ceremony. Like it's either got to be, I don't know. It's just, they can't both be going far because then it gets really weird. Like
hometowns, both of them together. It's like,
that would save ABC travel budget. So like ABC's all for it. They're like, that's saving money. Let's do it.
So Joey, what do you like about my daughters? That's like, so what makes you want to marry my daughters?
What if Joey's just like, yeah, I'm gonna give them both the final rose. I'm gonna get married to both. What if Joey's like, yeah, I'm actually Mormon, so
he
I'm
asked for
taking both of
permission.
them.
He asked for permission for both of them. It's like, hey, just in case, I would like to marry your daughters. Do I have your permission?
He's saying the ending never happened in Bachelor history. What if he proposes twice to the
He's like, hey, I really like your family. I would like to marry both of you.
I'd like to marry your dad.
There's a lot of funny ways this could end. I'm now rooting for the sisters to make it very far because that'd be so funny. Which it's never gonna happen. But all right, let's get into full episode recap. And we can't start without the very beginning, which they started doing this last season during the Golden Bachelor season 1 and Bachelor in Paradise. They do a teaser of it's usually what's in the episode, but this was a teaser for the season. It cut straight to Joey at the altar, basically crying, van driving away.
Yeah.
And they're playing Billie Eilish in the background. They said, let's go in quick fire song. I don't know how much they paid to get that. I was like jamming out.
Yeah.
I was excited. Very interesting move to kind of show your hand there. They usually do that in episode 1 to keep you around. What do we make of that? Any guesses at this point?
So that thing that they keep showing, the little teaser of like him walking away and the fan driving and him with the producers and stuff, like they've shown that in every teaser for the whole show. After the end of this episode for the trailer for the rest of the season, which I regret watching because that shit is really just spoilers. Like that shit is really spoilers.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
I didn't watch it.
I was like, that's not this country. So that means that person makes it a couple more weeks. Like, but the ending, I'm just like, it can't be what they're showing. They want you to think that like, oh, somebody leaves him, somebody says no to his final rose and they leave.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just no way that it can be it. But then I'm thinking, what else could it freaking be?
Yeah. So because like, again, they said it was, and Joey has come out and said, this is, he can confidently say, and I believe Joey. We can talk about Joey as a lead, as the lead of the season, but I believe him. I like Joey, and he said very bluntly, like, I'm pretty sure this ending has never happened before in Bachelor history. Which, if they keep saying that, eventually they'll run out of things to happen. Yeah. It can't continue to get weirder, which I don't know what this could mean. Has there ever been, and I'm not a Bachelor historian, and I'm probably a little more than you, but I don't know if both like final picks have left. Has that ever happened?
Both like to the top 2?
Yeah, top 2 both say no. I'm trying to. What happened with Clayton? Clayton's was weird with Gabby, Rachel.
He wasn't he?
But they ended up with Susie. He went to go get Susie.
Yeah, wasn't he like, I screwed both of you, but then I'm marrying. I'm gonna pick Susie.
Yeah. He was like, hey, that was fun, but
hey,
I need to go 3 for 3.
I was intimate
and
with
go
both
find
of you.
Susie.
I was intimate with both of you, but
yeah,
peace.
See ya. So I don't know if maybe that's a situation that happened, but anyways, they have that intro, which again, something about this last year in Bachelor Nation, the producers have really stepped up their game. You can tell there's intention behind what they're doing. It's not just a cog in the machine of just, we know you're going to watch this. They're trying. And I give them credit with the card, with Princess Leia. They're trying. And that's all we can ask as an audience. They are trying to improve, take risks, do things differently. Like they're integrating commercials into this, which with, first of all, Justice for Remember the Titans. I think it was your sister who made fun of Remember the Titans, maybe? Or was it Maria?
She just said she didn't see it. She's Canadian, bro. That makes sense. A Canadian girl.
Remember the Titans isn't just like an American movie.
Okay, but a Canadian girl that doesn't like the movie football makes total sense that she's never seen that movie. I'm sorry. That's just a fact.
Justice for Remember the Titans, great flick.
I mean, they shouted it out. They said now streaming. Probably
they said now streaming on ABC.
Yeah, probably because it's on ABC. They wouldn't have done that with any other.
Yeah, and then they had the CarMax commercial or Carfax.
Oh yeah, that's a low-key shout out of this episode. Is the Bachelor advertising combos.
Yeah. They're doing a good job.
The Kimmel did a little shout out, little thing like that. The CarMax right after the one-on-one with the one-on-one. I mean, with the group date rose.
Yeah, it's been good. Are there any other intros like coming out of the limo that stood out to you? We've touched on a few. I do want to say we had Maria. They always have a little packages for some people, which Maria had a few weird things. First of all, her dad,
so cool,
the coolest dude of all time,
just ripping a stogie. Dude.
Yeah.
So, Dad, any last minute advice you'd like to give me before I go?
I guess with this kind of thing, you gotta go with your heart.
Growing up, seeing my parents separating, and
he was just like, "Oh yeah, hope you find love, dog." See ya.
Yeah, this Joey guy seems pretty chill. I don't really know. I don't care. Yeah, I want him to be the next Golden Bachelor. He's the coolest dude ever.
Dude, what? Oh, that would be. No,
we saw him for 4 seconds.
I know. I love how like she was like, "Hey, I'm filming something for like my Bachelor intro, or like maybe even ABC sends producers out there. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Or sends the cameras or whatever. I don't know." But like, dude's just like, "All right, I'm gonna light up a stogie." Yeah, but what I imagine is he didn't know shit was going on, and he's just out there chilling, ripping his 5 p.m. stogie that he rips every day. You know, and that's cool. That's cool.
He was I
wrote that down in my notes. I wrote that down in my notes. I said, Maria, cool dad, stogie.
I wrote in the outline, it said Maria's dad might be Mick Jagger. He could be. There's a non-zero chance it's Mick Jagger. He was the coolest dude ever. But also with Maria, they just blurred out the Canadian flag. I don't know what the rights thing is. Like, do we not have rights to? They're Canadian. Yeah,
that's weird. Like
for a show that has representation is so important. You can't show Canada flag.
Yeah,
that's
have like
weird.
4 of the contestants are from Canada. Maybe three or 4. Like that was weird. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're just like better safe than sorry. You know, I don't know.
But who's gonna sue them?
Canada.
What? They're Canadian.
Yeah, and
that made no sense.
They'd be so nice. They wouldn't sue. They'd be like, "Oh, thank you, eh?"
They'd send a bigger flag. They say, "Hey, next time."
Another note I had on a entrance was Rachel. I loved how before they even opened the door for her to come out of the limo, the ukulele starts playing and it's just Hawaiian music. I'm just like, that's cultural appropriation. That's a little messed up. But I'll take it.
I could listen to her say Honolulu, Hawaii on repeat.
Back there for me? I'm Rachel. I'm originally from Honolulu, Hawaii.
Awesome. So it's like 3 less syllables than I say. It was like, and they say like Hawaii with like 2 syllables. It was Hawaii. Like I say Hawaii, they're like Hawaii. It was so cool. I loved it. I want that to be my ringtone. I want her to just say Honolulu, Hawaii, over and over again. That was awesome. We also had Joey's shotgun moment, which
that was cool.
Talk about a pressure moment. You know you're on national television. Oh my gosh, I felt bad for him, and he didn't do a great job. Let's be honest. I don't think he finished half that unlabeled beer.
I wouldn't have. 100%. I would not have.
Yeah.
If you're not expecting it, she's probably practiced so many times. She's like, I know this is coming. I'm gonna not only beat him, I'm gonna kill it. Right?
It could have gone so bad. Yeah.
He's nervous. He's sober, at least soberish, right? Sober to the eye.
Yeah.
And meeting these girls, and then you're not expecting that, and you have to like shotgun, and you're wearing a fucking nice suit, and yeah, it's
imagine he like keys it, and it just sprays all over his day 1 suit. Then the producers would have been so mad. I bet the producers came in and keyed it real quick.
Yeah.
There's no way they let him freeball that shotgun with how expensive of a suit he probably had on.
100%.
The other thing I want to bring up that I had written down, we haven't talked about her yet. Circles, as we like to call her. This is gonna be bad. I forget her real name.
Kelsey.
It is Kelsey T. Yes, Kelsey T. Circles. might be a friend of the program, or at least watch our program, because her Instagram. So we called her out, just observed. We observed that on her Instagram, it was.
I pointed out, by the way.
Yeah, Michael observed this. All circles on our Instagram, which we pointed out there has never been a winner in Bachelor history that we know of that has had all circles on their Instagram. So we said, hey, she was undraftable for me. I couldn't draft her because of that. Nothing against Kelsey. Lovely lady, very beautiful lady, but I couldn't draft her because of it. But now in her Instagram bio, she has changed it and she put the circles ? New feature, switch to light mode for full effect. I'm in light mode. I don't know what the effect is. I don't know. It's the same thing.
We'll switch to dark mode. Then you'll see how it looks really stupid.
Are you in dark mode?
No.
I don't know how to switch to dark mode.
But like, if you're in dark mode, you'll see the circles, and it won't look like they're like circle posts. Because right now that looks like, oh, it's a circle post, even though like it's technically still a square post. You know.
Oh, I guess it does kind of.
But if it's dark mode, then it'll still look like squares, but then it'll just look like the circle photo in a with a white square outline. You know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever. I've come around on her. She's self-aware.
Yeah, and she seemed gentle. She seemed nice. She had a couple one-liners when all the girls were sitting down. I thought were pretty good, and I was like, she didn't get a lot of screen time, but like she had some one-ies. I was like, that's cool. That's cool.
This feels like a very good cutaway cast with facial expressions, one-liners, very funny cast.
Yeah,
I'm overall as a season, I'm very optimistic. I think we got a great group of gals. I think Joey's awesome. How would you rate Joey's night one experience? I think he did very, very good.
Yeah, I think he did well. You could definitely tell he was overwhelmed. Rightfully so. I mean, if there's that many attractive women in the room with just me, I'd be shitting my pants too. So don't blame you, Joey, at all. Girls are scary. But yeah, I think he did well. You could definitely tell out of all the male leads I've seen, night one, I would say he's top 50%. I don't think he did the best. I still think he needs to kind of show me more like authoritative, like I'm the lead, like him, put his foot down. But we'll get to that. He'll get to that probably when there's drama and stuff. But I think he did pretty well, and the cast is very nice. I think there's gonna be a lot of Paradisers in this cast. I see so many Paradisers.
Yeah, this basically is. This is just a Paradise prequel.
Yeah,
that's all the season is.
There's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, I think Joey did a great job. I think, as I've stated before in the show, my biggest worry coming in with Joey is that he is too even keel, too dramaless, where it could be a boring season by that standard, because you need a lead that's interesting. And I don't know if he had that like authoritarian that like that inner just, hey, no bullshit type of thing. I think he's almost too nice in that sense. But I think episode so far so good. Episode 1, good work. The cast itself, I think, like you said, a lot of Paradise people, very funny cast, very lively cast. I think this is very good for the show in general, because I think they were kind of just kicking their feet, seeing what would happen. This season feels like it's turning the page for the franchise. I think it's a lot more self-aware than it's ever been. They understand what their show is, and I'm excited for the future of it. That's really where I'm getting at. I think this season's going to be very good.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that there is some fun drama and everything, and some good stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm really like, this whole ending thing is still gonna just like piss me off until it actually happens. I'm just like, what, what's gonna happen? And like, if it is a big letdown, I'm gonna be like, dang. Like, if it was a mediocre to above average season, but with a crappy, like, weird ending, I'm gonna be like,
yeah. I think it's gonna be a good ending. I think this ending's gonna be wild. I really do. I think something's crazy is gonna happen.
Never before seen in Bachelor history.
He gets dumped by both sisters at the altar.
He asked the dad to marry him.
Yeah, it comes down to the final two. It's both sisters, and he says the wrong name.
He comes down.
Lauren, I want to marry you. I'm Allison.
It's both sisters, and the dad throws away the rose, grabs a beer, and he's like, "You, sir, split this beer with me." And then they go off into the sunset and catch some fish, and he just goes on a nice little fishing trip with his dad.
Sure, why not? That would be the craziest ending in season history. I'll give you that. All right, so because we don't know these women that well, there's not too much meat on the bone to really dive into this episode. I say we go ahead and make some predictions for this season, and I think we just do a final four. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking. I have a couple more comments that I wrote down my notes.
Go for it. Rip them.
So, like when the camera really gets like, they cut to like a conversation for like 5-10 seconds, then cut to another conversation, 5-10 seconds. And they're in their quick mode, right?
Yeah.
They were showing a conversation between the cheerleader on Lizzie's team.
Samantha.
And she said, I'm a professional dancer in Florida. And Joey's face, it was so funny. It was maybe like a 1 second thing. He was just like, no way.
Oh. I'm a professional dancer in Miami.
No way.
But I was born in Nebraska.
And the way he said it seemed so no way. I was just like, ah. It was going to be my cringe of the week, but it was so funny that I wasn't really cringing. I was literally just laughing. Did anybody else catch that? That was freaking hilarious.
Joey can't hide his emotions well, which is awesome. You can tell when he doesn't give a shit and he's just checked out, or when he's nervous, or when he really likes a girl and wants to kiss her. You can tell he wears that on his sleeve, which is really, really good for us as the viewer. But yeah, I think I need to update my board. But what was I gonna say? Oh, there's a few things. I know you still have some notes to go through, but some interesting stuff I found is, so shout out to Bachelor Data, who does an awesome job, has an awesome Instagram page. Go follow them. But it's basically the Bachelor for math nerds, and they do all this data on limo entrances. When do you want the whatever? How old is the cast or whatever? Fun fact, since I think they started tracking this in 2010, there's only been one Bachelor who's given the final rose to a girl that's older than him. And it happens to be the last season. Katie is a few months, I think, older than Zach. So if you have an older team, doesn't look great for you. And I had another fun fact. What was it? It was
that kind of makes sense. Guys typically not girls, but
and the cast is usually younger than them.
Yeah, because
this cast is on average 25.
They need to prep for paradise.
Yeah. And then we can talk about the first impression rose, which we kind of glossed over with Princess Leia. The first impression rose almost never gets the final rose, even though they always make it very far, but they almost never get that final rose, which is very interesting. I thought it was wrong too, but it's pretty statistically accurate.
Didn't Rachel Kirkconnell get the first impression rose?
Let me double check.
I'm pretty sure Rachel Kirkconnell got the first impression rose.
And
something's happened that season.
Yeah. So she didn't get the final rose, technically.
But they're still dating, not engaged.
Oh, they also had a night one kiss counter. I didn't realize Zach kissed 7 women night one, which Joey was at 5. Put decent numbers.
Yeah, that's solid. Personally, night one, I'd be 3 max. Also, I was thinking about this.
No,
he can definitely tell night one. I know it's one of these 10. He's definitely 100%. Already narrowed it down to 10, maybe even less.
He has his final 4 in his head.
Okay, I think that's a little aggressive after the first conversation.
I would 100% after the night 1. I have my final 4.
After first conversation, I could definitely be like yes or no, like
yeah,
we don't have it. Like we don't have a shot. Honestly, even after the first walk up, like that one chick that did the thing with the bananas, I would be like, wow, cool.
I think that was Zoe, and she got sent home. So,
pick,
Rachel
Lizzie.
did not get the first impression rose. It was Abigail.
Oh.
Abigail got the first impression rose.
Which one?
Yeah, Abigail with the hearing loss.
Oh my god, I loved her.
Yeah,
she was awesome.
Love Abigail. Which we haven't talked too much about Daisy, who was both of our number 1 overall picks. We didn't get her because Lizzie stole her. Which I'll say this, since Lizzie's not here, even though she hears everything we say, I kind of feel bad for Daisy. She's stuck on a team that's in last place. I feel Lizzie's giving us a thumbs down right now. I feel bad for Lizzie, for Daisy. Poor Daisy has to sit there on Team Lizzie all alone. She could have been on could have been a wise gal.
All I'm saying, LeBron took the Mo Williams, Zydrunas Ilgauskas Cavs team to the finals. Like you never know.
Daisy might say, "Get on my back."
Wow, we another sports reference.
Yeah, there's no way someone watching this understands the Mo Williams comp.
the Mo Williams comp to Mo Williams Zydrunas Ilgauskas comp to like 2 people on Lizzie's team.
That is why this is the most unique show on the internet. We're a show that can reference The Bachelor with Mo Williams and Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Unreal. But yeah, Daisy, I think she did what we thought she would do. She's a tier 1 of 1 talent, and she showed it. She put in the work. And usually you like to stay under the radar night 1. Have a one good moment and stay under the radar. Avoid the drama, at least for the first couple of weeks. You want to avoid that stuff, which she seems to be doing a good job of. And before we get into predictions for Final Four, do you have any other reactions to night 1?
I put Lexi can't have kids.
just jot down.
Kelsey A nose is like, I don't know. Yeah, I was like Kelsey A smile or nose. I was just like, she's kind of giving
circles.
No, the other.
Kelsey. Oh, my Kelsey.
Your Kelsey was kind of giving me Michelle Young. That's the Bachelorette, right?
Yeah.
She was giving me her vibes. You'll see it. You'll see it. All right.
Okay.
The way she smiles, like her face is kind of like that, lighter complexion, a little bit, but like kind of looks like Michelle Young.
Speaking of Michelle Young, this episode's all over the place, as is this show. Michelle Young might have the hottest boyfriend of all time. As a straight white dude.
Oh, see the guy with
the hottest boyfriend of all time.
The guy with dreads?
No. I'll show you a picture. This dude's ridiculously hot. No, and I'm very comfortable saying that.
She was at the Golden Wedding, right? With him.
Yeah.
He had
I'm gonna send you a picture right now.
His long hair, right?
Yeah, like middle part. His name's Jack. Shout out to Jack. Jack Lease. Just hot dude. Game recognized game. I'll send it to you right now. Incoming. We can cut this out.
No, we're leaving this in, by the way.
Not the awkward pause, but yeah. All right, just send it.
Jack Lease.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a hot dude. It's a hot dude.
I wouldn't say like, but whoa, he's the hottest dude ever. Like
I don't. Maybe there's.
He seems like a Bachelor Nation, type hot. He's objectively got very hot features.
Tall, dark, and handsome. That's what he is. Checks all the boxes. Good for Michelle. All right, let's do it. Let's put it in the stone after week 1. Teams aside, let's drop the teams.
That's so hard to do.
It's very hard to do. Let's forget that we're captains of some great teams, and Lizzie's team. Sorry. I'm sorry, Lizzie. I'm done. Final four predictions. Would you like to go first?
Yeah.
All right. Let's run it.
So, layup, Daisy. 1. 2, I'll tip my cap. I'm going to go Jen. She had a really strong night 1. She's young, 25. That is 4-year age difference, but like, I think he likes him young. So I think that seems really solid after night 1. Lizzie's team, I believe. Lexi.
Nice.
A little older, little. I think only a year older though. So like, I don't think that's.
Yeah, she's 30.
I don't think
so.
It's
2 years.
That weird. Go to my notes.
So you have Daisy, Lexi.
No, I said Jen, Lexi, Daisy.
Oh yeah, Jen, Lexi, Daisy. Who's your fourth?
Trying to look at the little pictures on your thing. I feel like there was honestly some like not great combos. Outside of a couple, I was just like, are you a winner from that? Like, are you a winner?
Do it. Go on a limb here. Who you got?
Rachel.
Okay. So you got
Hawaiian.
Your official Final Four prediction is Rachel, Lexi, Jen.
Which is crazy because that's 3 of Lizzie's team. That would mean Lizzie would like probably win.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine?
Hold up. If
There's a path.
If we talk all this shit week 1 and then she wins,
Oh no! There's a path. I just saw it. As you said that, there's a path for her to win this.
I didn't realize that. So I was like, wait, shit, 3 or 4.
This is the definition of overreaction Monday, like in the NFL. Another sports reference.
Overreaction, not an overreaction. I hate those posts because they're always so stupid.
It's every Monday after NFL Sunday, and everyone just jumps to conclusions after week 1.
We should do that. Oh my god, every week do a not an overreaction thing with like a graphic of a picture of them and like a take.
We should just have an overreaction minute where we just say the most outlandish takes of all time.
Okay, maybe. But we
just become Stephen A. Smith.
That is outrageous.
It's outrageous. Never in my life have I seen a woman so gorgeous.
Him filming it. Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott. What did I say? Lizzie drafted the worst team. No, I'm kidding. We're done. Never in my life, 25 years in the business, have I seen a team put up such a piss poor effort. No, we won't do that, but we probably will. A lot of overreactions on this show. All right, my final 4. I'm gonna go. Let me check the big board behind me. I'm gonna go Daisy. Daisy's a lock for Final 4. If she doesn't make hometowns, I will be shocked. Absolutely shocked. I'm gonna go Daisy. I'm gonna take Princess Leia. I'm gonna say Daisy, Princess Leia. I'm gonna take Autumn, my girl.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with I'm gonna take Sydney. I'm gonna take 2 on my team. Sorry. That's not intentional. It's not.
You had your team bias. I had the opposite. I took nobody from my team. I'm taking the karma. Shout out Eric Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm taking the karma.
All right. Well, I'm taking Princess Leia, Daisy, Sydney, and oh shoot, who's my 4th? It's so many names early on, dude. It was Princess Leia, Daisy, Autumn, and Sydney. That's my prediction for Final 4. Yeah, what a week. We're back. It feels good to be back. It feels good to have more stuff to react to, more things to be wrong about, and officially having a point system. More girls to fall in love with.
More girls to fall in love with.
Yeah, it's a tough life we live. What a job. What a job we have. All right, well, everyone, anything else you want to add, Michael?
Trying to find my Greer for this season because I found Greer week 1 and I'm like, I think
who's your Greer?
The closest is Leia. The closest, just because it has to be close enough in age and like obviously like bad as hell, right?
But your Greer is someone who needs to go. Like, you can't be a front runner. Greer was never a top 4 threat.
I know, but right now, I can't. My heart wants what it wants.
Okay,
my heart wants what it wants.
And you're still mad Taylor didn't follow you back on Instagram.
I mean, that's tough. Hey, honestly, she'll be lucky. She'll be lucky to make it next week. I'm sorry. You're done. Get out of here.
Done.
Go back to like freaking River North or Gold Coast or some Lincoln Park or some whatever stupid neighborhood you live in. Yeah.
Yeah, you tell her. You tell her, Mike.
Come on. Like, get out of here.
No, actually, no. Don't talk about my team like that. We'll be fine. Taylor's fine. You keep doing you, girl.
There's no way. There's no way.
Watch her. Watch her.
She's out next week.
Watch.
Wait. Should we put a bet on it then? I'll bet she's out next week.
2 points?
I'll wager one of mine. So it'd be a swing of 2.
How about this? Let me look at your team.
Whoa, a trade? No.
I'm looking for a trade.
Okay, but so I would get somebody and you would get somebody. It would have to be a one for one trade. We'd have to trade one person for another person.
Evelyn.
No, dude.
Caitlin.
You talk so much shit about her this whole day. Why would I fucking want her?
I don't think you want her. I'm not saying you want her. I'm saying if
you can take Jess, bro. You can take Jess and you get that's it.
Okay. How about this? If Taylor stays a week, we trade Evelyn for Jess. Okay. Actually, no, I don't want to do that because she's gonna get minus points. She's gonna get minus points. But I don't think she's there for wrong reasons. The only thing you get minus points are snitching and wrong reasons. She's not there for the wrong reasons. She's just annoying.
She doesn't have to be there. She has to be accused of being there.
Accused. You're right. No trade, no deal. I'm sticking with my team. I trust my team.
Fair, I think all 3 of them are gonna be gone next week. So
probably. So we'll just leave it there. We'll see. Again, everyone, if you watch this far, thank you so much. Like the video, comment what you think. Give us your Final Four predictions. Keep following us on TikTok. We appreciate it. We will be here every Tuesday morning breaking down the episodes. And if there's other stuff you want to see, we're all over the place. We're just recapping. We record this right after. So if anything else you want to see, let us know. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.